Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Caesar's Hysteria Royal Guard. This is the second episode. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. We do this every Sunday, or we try to, anyways, and then upload around Monday. Carter, can you please take away the recap?
All right. The report follows as such. In the morning, we grouped up with the team. Calvin was late as expected. His dress code was, it could use some work. However, once we received our initial orders, tracking down of a specific family who was involved in the recent assassination attempt, we set out, and our first target was their workshop, a private workshop just outside of the city limits. We reached it and scouted the place out. It appeared empty, so we forced the back door, entered, managed to prevent causing too much property damage in the process, and discovered a passage leading below the building. Scouting out the lower area, we found no signs of presence of people or anything of specific interest. It did appear that there was a potential escape route out through a underground river system, but there was no available boat, so we did not pursue that lead any further. We decided to regroup and head towards the main house of the family. Upon reaching it, we attempted to gain entry through legal means and noticed that there were signs of life indoors, along with rushed movement. I attempted to flank around towards the back of the house and discovered two armed men who proceeded to attack me. As such, we defended ourselves. However, within the scuffle with the three opponents, the family managed to escape over the back wall and disappear into the forest. It appears that they were aided by some such individuals and are currently being pursued by ourselves.
Fantastic. And on another note of character, we have leveled up to level 4. DM, take it away.
All right. So just to clarify a few things. Sorry, I was resizing a map. So the orders weren't that they were under suspicion for the actual assassination attempt, just that he was being apprehended for the possible creating of the well, he did create the weapon, and he's wanted for suspicion of possibly being part of it. They don't think 100% that he was the shooter, just that he was the one that created it, and it was a weapon that hasn't been previously made by what he's been sending and creating for the actual royalty. It's something different, things like that.
But this sounds more glamorous for the report.
Right. Also, they didn't escape through wood line. Their house actually sits kind of up against the back wall of the city, which I'll move you all to now really quick.
And it's a good thing we break these in triplicate.
The 4 is where their house is, so they would have been kind of running out the back over the wall there, and then right next to 4 to the east outside the wall would be that the first place that you guys went to. Their his little shop of his own, not that's actually in the castle, but his own research facility. So it more or less looks like, and I do believe you rolled decently well with your investigation in the footprints. It looked more like they were heading towards this than they were heading towards Woodline.
I'm sorry. Can you ping where you're pointing? Or okay, so you're saying
right there.
So
yeah, that would be the research house that you guys went to first.
okay.
So it more or less looked like they were heading out that way. I think that's it. So some other guards came up while you guys got finished with the apprehension. You were given an amount of money. I think it was 50 gold for the head, 20 for each family member. It might have been 20 for the head, 10 for each family member, and 5 for anyone caught aiding the family, in which you all ended up catching 3 of them. So you were given 15 gold, 5 each for that. You were also told that they were also part of a royal guard by another. They were another sect of it, and through an insight check, you guys kind of figured that you were kind of being lied to, but you weren't 100% sure on that. It just felt kind of iffy. They got moved away, and so yeah. You guys are out of initiative order. You're free to move around. Make sure the music's going.
It is.
Yeah, so now that they've been taken away, is there anything you guys would like to do here? Or is there anything you're thinking of how you guys would like to progress?
I personally would like to investigate the house to see if
Alright.
there's any evidence around to see where they like if the family is there in a hidden compartment or if there's any evidence of the wrongdoings or maybe a clue of where they're headed.
Okay. I'm gonna unveil the bottom floor for Varian and Drake would be going in. You can do a general investigation once you get inside, and then if you're going to be looking for anything specific in each room, we'll do investigations for those. Or perception if you said you're just looking for anything out of place, anything like that. And Carter, give me one sec here. Carter, what would you like to do?
I think I'll probably be heading in through, if I can see where they came out of the house from, so where the footprints lead from, then I'll probably try and enter through that way.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they came out straight through that back door that you're at right there, and it kind of looked like the footprints were headed kind of like off that way.
Yeah. But I'm not going to pursue them solo, so I will take the time to investigate the back of the house.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. If you're doing an investigation, perception, whichever one you guys want to roll, we'll just do a general one overall. 20 for Calvin.
Perception.
Yeah, so as far as Carter for you outside, yeah, all you're really getting is the footprints. You're not really seeing too much out there.
I
Standard
suppose the only other
trash,
thing
things like that.
I would be looking for, does it look like they grabbed supplies on their way out? Did it look like they're planning to be gone for a long time?
From the footprints you see outside, you're not really sure. With Calvin, though, just looking through the downstairs, you do see a 3-bedroom little room there. Like walking through that, you'll see that most of the clothes, things like that, were left behind. Maybe they grabbed a few here and there items. It more so looks like a we're kind of getting out of here now type of thing. They didn't really have time.
So it doesn't look like they were prepared to leave.
Right. And Varian, it's a gorgeous house.
Admiring the architecture.
Something like that.
Now, do they have
Go
own the second floor or is that a different family?
It's all the same.
Okay.
It is it is a townhome. However, they do own both the top and the bottom.
Okay. So let's check up there.
Yeah, you guys can move it over to that side if you'd like.
Is the door locked? Is it fine?
No, everything is unlocked. We'll say that when the guards came, they did their own little investigation through, and all the doors were left unlocked for you guys. So when you come to this one, it looks more so like a study. There's also a dining area that Varian is in. and it kind of looks like the room to the bottom right there, kind of like a study for the children. There'd also be some toys and things like that. This main building or room that you're in, Calvin, kind of looks like maybe the Lord of the House's room.
Do we need to make another perception?
If you want to investigate the desk, you can roll another one. Or whatever you'd like to investigate, sorry. With a 10, you don't really see anything. Just standard documents, maybe a few designs here and there, stuff that's already kind of in the logs at the castle that you could look up at any time, as far as handguns, things like that. Yeah, nothing really out of place.
Hmm.
And Varian, you're free to do one more if you'd like to as well.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Of course.
Yeah, you see up there that there's plenty of toys, things like that. Doesn't really look like I said before, like this was something that was planned. Calvin, like going off the desk off a 10, you would notice that like papers aren't like thrown around or anything. They are kind of organized. Like it doesn't look like leaving in a rush by any means.
I would still probably contact a guard for them to take all this stuff so someone can rifle through it later to see if there's anything that's actually useful.
Okay, so once you get out, kind of have them come and do like collect evidence, things like that.
Exactly.
And maybe have a couple watch the house in case the family tries to return.
Okay. All right. So you guys kind of finish up your investigation, your look through. You don't really see anything out of place. It does look like the family kind of ran out quickly, but at the same time, Calvin, you kind of noticed that the father stuff was kind of like organized, put away. Maybe his more so that he was like doing a planned leave, and it looks like the family was kind of just bolting.
Okay.
But yeah. So you guys are there for a while. Like I said before, the guards kind of came by, took the other people away. They came back by. Carter, you're asking them to keep a couple people on guard here.
Indeed.
Right. How many do you think would be sufficient here? How many exits and entrances? Maybe 2 per?
I don't think you need that many. Perhaps a couple to watch the back and a couple for the front. They are simply a family. My only reason they would think to return, it doesn't appear they had much time to gather supplies, so they may be back for some such things. Although
Alright, and,
I doubt they'll put up too much of a fight if you do manage to catch them off guard.
The head guard kind of guy gives a little, like I can't whistle very well. He gives like a whistle and kind of does a finger motion towards a couple of the guys to come over. And they come over. 2 of them look kind of well rested. 2 of them look like they've been on for a while, but he's kind of giving them their orders. We need 2 to maintain the front, 2 to maintain the back. And he kind of looks at them both and kind of sees that 2 look tired, 2 look well rested, and he puts 1 of each with one at the back that's kind of tired, 1 that's kind of awake, front and back to watch both sides. Kind of explains to you, I just need you to know, we're on high alert as it is, so we're kind of stretched thin, putting in whatever we can at the moment, if that's all right.
If you require units elsewhere, I'm sure simply 1 to watch the back, 1 to watch the front will probably be enough. It's simply a precaution.
How about
You kind of see the two with the tired faces kind of give like this almost optimistic look, and the guard just kind of looks at him. No, we're kind of pulling 24-hour duty until that's called off at the least. Like I said, high alert at the moment. And he looks to the 2. You'll have a rotation in about 8 hours. And he starts to walk away. You were going to say something, Calvin?
How about could we have all 4? And I pull over, talk to the 2 that are tired. You know there's beds inside, right?
So they kind of look at you, and the main guard looks. There will be no resting today. 24 hours high alert means high alert. Anything else? And he looks to you both. Or all three of you?
I believe that's it.
There's a
We will
bunch
be
of
heading
documents
up
up there that are. There's a bunch of documents up there. If you can get someone to come by and pick them up, go through them.
He kind of gives like a little sigh and looks towards the tired two again. All right, you two go inside, collect any evidence that needs to be collected. And he walks over to a cart and comes back with like a leather duffel bag type thing. Hands it to him, put everything in its own separate bags inside. And we'll be back in a few.
All right.
Anything else you want to do while you're here?
I'm just gonna regroup with my team.
Yeah.
So did
It
anyone
appears the
else?
family. Sorry, you were saying, Calvin.
Did anyone else see anything past? What I've seen for downstairs. All the kids look rushed, but when I went upstairs, the father's studies, it seemed pretty organized.
That seems to match what I see here. The footprints lead back towards the private workshop. I suggest we head there. This time we will follow in their footsteps rather than taking the long way around.
Sounds great. I'm gonna try and hop over the fence.
And I'm gonna follow.
Yep.
Y'all gonna head that way towards the other one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just everyone give me athletics check, I guess, for climbing the wall.
Would acrobatics also, or
Athletics.
Yeah, acrobatics, athletics, whichever. Looking for a 10, anything above a 10.
Oh my lord.
oh my?
Oh, Carter, you you do like some parkour over it. You see like the cobblestones that are kind of out a little bit on the wall as you just kind of like two-step over it and kind of very daintily jump over and up and just look at them all as you go down. You all joining?
I've had to jump this wall twice now. Come on.
Show off.
So you guys are headed towards the farm, correct?
The footsteps.
Yep.
So-
Yep.
Following the footsteps, we think it heads towards the workshop.
All right. I'm gonna grab y'all's token. You would be coming up this area. And I know there's no snow on this ground here, but for the sake of imagination and RP, there is a light snow on the ground. It's nothing crazy. You do see footsteps. It looks like a smattering, probably around 5 to... Actually, give me... Nah, you rolled a good one. 5 to 8-ish sets of footprints. 2 of them being larger than the rest. 2 sets being kind of small, and the other one's in the middle.
Which way would they be headed?
It looks like they're headed towards the house there.
I guess I'm probably gonna run off.
Give me a sec, just double checking a few things. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys all are. Is everyone following the tracks, or?
Yep. I'm not
Yeah.
running though.
All right. I'll move Calvin all the way. You can go ahead and move yourself to the door.
Inner door or gate door?
Yeah, inner door, and then the other 2 you guys can kind of move to around, probably around there if he's running and you guys aren't. Yeah. So you show up at the door. It's still unlocked.
I'm gonna kick it open.
All right. As you kick it open, you start to hear like very shuffled noises, fast moving, things like that
Oi! Hurry up!
coming from the back.
Calvin, our goal isn't to scare them. We simply wish to speak.
I have my gun drawn.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess we'd hurry up.
Since we know this area, would we just barge through, know to go through here?
If Calvin does bust through the door, just because you guys are farther behind, I would say that you guys are about right outside the gate there.
Okay.
Are you opening?
Yeah.
So as you're opening, the only thing you're seeing is a woman. Give me a sec.
Making progress.
You're seeing a woman there with red hair. She's slamming the door down, and she's putting a lock on the door right now.
Can I try and kick the door while she's trying to close it?
Just because she's between you and the thing, I'm gonna say you can't reach the trapdoor.
Oh, you're talking about putting a lock on the locked door, not...
Yeah, sorry, on the trapdoor. Yeah.
I thought if I kicked the door, would it have hit her, or would that...
Oh, I thought you were just opening it.
Mm-mm.
You can give a strength check if you'd like.
Oh, jeez. This is not going to be good. What's the DC?
Give me a sec. Gotta look at her sheet.
luck.
You're gonna be versus her dexterity, and she's got a +2.
Big money, big money, big money.
I rolled a natural 20.
I can't
Wait.
beat that. Wait.
Oh,
Is this? It's not working.
No, you just roll
D20.
D20.
Yeah, roll.
That's
D20.
why.
Yeah,
That's roll 20.
yeah.
ooh, close one.
There we go. 11.
Oh, I would have been like, I can't beat that.
I don't. There we go.
Nope.
And you still don't.
Damn.
Yeah. So the other guys you kind of hear as you're yelling for them. They're in. You hear something in here, and you're yelling for them to come. And you got your gun drawn. And you look at the door, thinking, like, oh, I'm about to really get all this in the bag right now. And you give one good kick at the door, and your knee kind of does that thing where it bends the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You give the door a kick, and you hear like a scream inside, and yeah, the door does not budge.
Can I try jiggling the handle?
Go for it.
What's
The door is unlocked.
fantastic.
Oh, my
I
lord.
open up the door. Gun drawn.
Now you see her putting the lock on the door that she has now got on it. I thought you had already opened it and saw her. I'm so sorry. So she's throwing the lock on the door. You've got the gun drawn. She's got her hands up in the air and she's looking at you. And can I help you?
We know what you're doing. Stand off to the side.
She kind of looks. I don't understand what you mean. What I'm doing? And she takes a step over.
Calvin, lower
Kinda
the
to the
gun.
back
You're
corner.
going to hurt yourself.
Hands to the wall. Turning to the wall. Hands behind your head.
She listens.
Do I have shackles or anything? Would that be a thing?
Calvin,
You can.
gun. Lower.
Are you inside yet?
You are an initiative. If you've been moving, you can make it into the house by now. After all this, you would have rope. Maybe. I don't know if you have rope or not.
I have
Let's.
some rope at least.
Varian, tie her up. All right.
Do we need to?
I don't believe it's necessary.
She is aiding and abetting. She is considered hostile.
Calvin, just focus on the trap door.
Well, I don't have any lockpicks, Mr. Smarty Pants.
All right then. Try not to shoot anyone, and I will focus on the trapdoor.
Go ahead.
I will walk over to the trapdoor.
And no promises.
What kind of lock is it? Like, is it the kind of lock you need a key for, or?
No, it's actually something you've not seen the design before. Out of character, it's one of those locks that has like the rolling wheels with numbers on it. So
Okay,
there's an
combination
actual
lock?
combination. Not the one that you turn counterclockwise and then clockwise and
Yes.
such. It's more like one of the bike locks that have the rolling ones, like 5 different numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, those
It's one
are
of
easy.
those.
Those are easy to pick. I mean,
If
So the
you're
question
actually
is-
looking at it, there is a keyhole to it too. But there's the combination and then a keyhole at the bottom.
So the question is, what kind of check would it be? Would it be thieves' tools to try and crack it open, or?
Yeah, it would still be same thing. Lock picking, thieves tools, lock pickers kit. Is it
It's only a 10.
thieves tools? Yeah. Unfortunately, you're. It doesn't break, but it doesn't even jiggle at all.
should I shoot it?
And she kind of stands there.
No.
I was trying to figure that out myself. I saw this house here when I was walking by. I didn't know if there was something valuable down there, possibly.
You locked it just now.
Technically, you didn't see her doing it. I thought
Oh.
that you would. Yeah,
Oh.
technically, that's my bad. I thought you said you opened the door. I didn't
I
realize.
thought
you hadn't
it
opened
like.
it.
He could
I
still
thought I,
accuse her of that.
Yeah, you could.
He doesn't know.
If you still want to accuse.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a deception.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
Hmm.
She just looks at you. I'm telling you. Oh, you're trying to deceive that you were doing that. I'm well aware that you tried to kick the door. Oh, damn! She would admit to it. I gotta think of how I'm gonna do this. Hold on, guys.
Even if
I'm
I don't
serious.
pass.
She just looks at you. I'm being honest. As you kicked the door, you scared me. It might have looked like I was trying to lock it, but I was just dropping it.
Dropping it how?
Out of my hands, you startled me with that strong kick.
You know, you and I both know it was not my best.
It sounded like a good one.
It sounded.
I disagree. I'm pretty sure that's
there
the
was
best you could have
water.
done.
There was water on the ground. It was slippery.
It was a good try.
Can I put my hands down?
No.
Yes.
Look, if I was trying to... I don't know who to listen to. If I was trying to lock it, wouldn't I have locked the door that you just walked in?
Maybe you didn't have time.
That's true.
But I had time to put a lock on this.
Maybe this one's more important.
I'm curious, while they're talking, can I pull out the house key and see if that fits in the lock?
Yeah, you can try.
I will do that.
It does not. This is a smaller key. The house key is kind of like an average size house key. This key's smaller, kind of like a bike lock key, but longer.
Would what if she has it on her? Would there be a cert involved?
Yeah, you can do an investigation at advantage.
Big money, big money.
Come on.
17?
17.
Okay.
You do a quick once over. Yeah, there's no key on her. Yeah, nothing.
A paper that says the code or numbers.
No, she just kind of looks. Look, I'm telling you guys, I was just trying to pick it myself. And you
Well-
hear, you do hear movement underneath, kind of heading away.
Shoot the lock.
Shoot the lock?
Shoot the lock.
I'm going to step back and just kind of pull the woman out of the room while these guys start pointing guns at a lock.
All right.
Calvin
Go ahead
aims.
and move.
At pistol?
Hold up. Go ahead and move your character. Move your character to where you want to pull her out of the room to first.
It'll probably be like just outside.
Okay. That's good.
Varian points at the lock.
Shoot
Varian does?
I'm sorry, Calvin does.
Varian also points at the lock with his bare hand.
Gotta make sure he has his target right.
I'm just okay. Before this goes down, no changing your mind now. You guys are about to pop off around inside of a small room,
At a
correct?
metal lock. Yes.
At a metal lock.
Yep.
This is
There's
correct.
a reason
Okay.
why I stepped outside.
I am gonna need a attack roll, and then I'm also gonna need a dexterity check from both of you.
Oh lord, I didn't think about that.
Does he get his...
A 19
pistol
plus
hits.
so 20.
It hits. Okay, you save. I'm more so worried about Varian because of where he's standing.
He did a 19.
19. Okay, so yeah, roll damage on the. It's gonna break the lock regardless. You ain't gotta roll damage. You can. So yeah, Calvin, you're standing there and you pull your gun out. Why don't we just pop a round off at it? And you aim at the lock, pew, and you hear the ding 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 as it bounces around. Varian, you're wearing this armor. It ricocheted off you a few times. Calvin, you just got lucky as it hit next to you in the table. The lock is broken though.
I cracked the lock.
Good job.
I'm just gonna turn to
Just
the
a
woman
cool-
and just be like, "Do you see what I have to put up with?"
I head down real quickly. Carter, tie her up. We're moving on.
Is there like a post we can tie her to or something so she can't escape?
Are you going to cooperate? You've seen what these two are capable of. If you're not with us, they are liable to open fire at whoever you are wishing to protect.
Especially locks.
Especially locks.
She's just kind of standing there, arms in front of her, hands crossed, in front of her. Like I've said before, I'm not trying to cause you any deterioration. I simply was here trying to open the lock myself.
I did it.
Fair enough. Lead the way.
You want her to lead the way?
Yep.
Okay.
Man.
You seemed eager to get down there.
Give me a sec. All right. She will lead the way.
Off we go.
Also, probably should have asked this sooner. Do we recognize her from any of the wanted posters and stuff we've dealt with?
Now that you're actually kind of looking through, this 100% looks like the mother.
I figured. I made that assumption, but I didn't actually ask, so probably should have done that sooner.
Yeah. Give me a sec to pull it down.
I just assumed that anyone that isn't supposed to be here, is possibly a hostile. So
No, I got you. Why can I never find what I need when I need it?
we already had to deal with someone that was flying. We had 2 annoying winds. Oh, and I'm also gonna reload my pistol with 1 round.
So yeah, she climbs down first. I'm just looking for the token. I don't have a character sheet for
That's fine.
her. You guys climb down. She is in the lead. I'm not sure if the whatchamacallit's still on. Can y'all see?
What you mean the
Yeah.
whatchamacallit?
Is it dark in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is fog
Okay.
of war, yes.
Got
That's all I needed to
proximity
know.
fight.
Where is... So yeah, you guys get down there. There's some wet footprints right at the start just because there was snow. As they're kind of moving away though, it does get drier and you kind of lose footprints around that spot there.
Is there markings? Like, is there dirt on the floor? Is there enough to leave an impression? Like, do I?
Just based off what it is, you get the feeling that they're still heading straight. Also, while you guys are walking, do any of you have a torch?
Yes.
Dungeoneer's packs, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. She does not have any dark vision, that's why I'm asking.
No, I've got my little flickering light bulb.
So yeah, as you guys are walking along, she's just kind of, I was wondering what was down here. We should check other directions too.
Stop talking.
Right.
We've been down here before, guys. We know where it ends.
Yeah, there's only one other way out.
Indeed.
Race to there.
So yeah, you guys... Are y'all heading towards, I'm guessing, the water?
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume Varian and I are keeping a much closer eye on the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so you can move your tokens there. I'm not gonna have her run off, like, right now.
Like right now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You guys get over to here. It definitely looks like some water's been splashed up recently, and there's like some groove marks. That looks like a boat was actually moved recently.
When the heck was there a boat? We didn't see a boat.
She's just kind of looking around. I didn't see anyone down here with a boat either.
When were you down here before?
I wasn't down here before. I just didn't see anyone coming in here with a boat.
Doesn't she look familiar, guys? I don't know.
Not now, Calvin. Does it look like this boat was dragged from somewhere down here? Like it was hidden down here? Or does it look like it was carried down from the trapdoor?
Give me an investigation check. Closer down by the water.
All right.
Investigation or perception, or both, or one area.
You're more so investigating at this point, so.
Investigating.
No, you don't. Yeah. Are you all kidding me? You have no fucking clue where this boat came from.
Nope.
To be honest, we were down here before, so we're like, where did it come from?
Came out of thin air.
Yeah.
Devil magic.
You get down to the water. You see the slide. The indentions are kind of moving off towards the right. But yeah, other than that, you don't really see how the boat got down there. You don't see where it came from, and you don't really know where it went. But you know there was a boat.
Yep.
Damn, we just missed them.
So sad.
She looks at you both with this smile. Are you going to arrest me now?
Absolutely.
That was petty theft.
After all, if you were in there, in here, why were you in here in the first place?
Like I said, Calvin, petty theft.
Yes.
Did I steal the boat?
Did you?
That's independent of the issue. You were attempting to break an entry. I'm willing to let it off with a warning, though.
That's an insight check on you. She gets the impression that she understands that you guys are more than welcome to roll deception against this. This is to see if she understands that you guys know who she is.
Oh no, I'm not trying to hide that fact.
All right. She looks towards you, Varian, and just kind of holds her head down. Right then, petty theft, you said? Mind if we leave? It gets cold down here in the evenings. And as you're down there,
you keep on acting like you've been here before. How do you know it's in the evenings it gets cold here?
Well, we were just running from our house to here, so I figured you knew.
What house?
Calvin, for goodness sake.
She knows.
just
Marion, would
looks
you
at
like to
Varian.
explain it to him?
She knows. She knows.
Guys, I thought she didn't know.
She definitely knows.
It's not hard to understand someone's chasing you with metal armor.
It's a pity. My goal was not to have anyone spooked.
This
I assume you know why we're looking for you and your family, then.
She just looks at you both. I don't know why you're looking for my family. I understand why you're looking for my husband, but I and my children had nothing to do with this. And I and my children, well, my children at least, will not be taken in for this.
If we'd done this my way, you wouldn't have been.
But we have orders to bring her in.
True, but
Well,
a
then-
family that happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, well,
It's still orders, my friend.
Hmm. Hmm.
we'll
Everyone,
see, Calvin.
give me a perception check real fast.
Perception. All right.
We're great at these.
Yeah.
Do y'all just all have really bad int and whiz?
No.
Oh my lord.
Carter, that's actually okay. So the DC was going to be 12. Yeah, you hear water sloshing from farther down the river as you're standing closer to the edge.
I vote we head upstairs.
She looks, that's my vote as well. Not that it matters.
Very well.
Calvin?
I'm just gonna follow along.
All right. So yeah, you guys are heading back. Carter, you definitely heard some like light splashing and movement coming from,
Yep.
like you heard the echoes coming through the caves, I guess. If you were to look down with that perception, you wouldn't have seen light or anything like that. Well, you would have seen light, but it wouldn't have looked like flickering light. It would have seemed more like a constant light. And I'm gonna move you guys back to the farm.
Is there like a kitchen or anything in this building?
Yeah, there is.
Is there a kettle? And is there tea?
Actually, I don't know what that is. We'll say that this looks more like a... That looks like a hook that goes into the fireplace. That would... Yeah, we'll say that that. There's a
Alright.
fireplace there.
So the question is, can I make some tea?
Yeah, I won't even make you roll for that. Actually, as you're coming out, it is getting rather cold, and we'll say that you guys kind of discussed this in the thing about tea. She'll walk over to the table. There's tea here in the drawers, and there's water outside. Fresh water. And she starts lighting the fire. Trying to see. Yeah.
I appreciate the hospitality, and I apologize for the intrusion.
Like you all said, it's just orders.
An unfortunate misunderstanding.
Would any of you have went to get the water?
Yes.
I guess I'll go. I can go.
Okay.
Varian? Is that Varian?
Yep. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna move you to the place where the water is.
All right.
You notice there is a rope and a bucket that goes down.
Okay. I'm gonna look down.
And yeah, you can roll me an intelligence check to see if you put these two things together.
Oh,
You know what? You know what? I'll let you roll the intelligence check, and you can decide what you determine with that intelligence check.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let your character. Okay, there you go.
It's not awful. Little below average.
I mean, you did just see the river, and you did just come out of the cave. I'll give you
I did
advantage.
not mention the water
So-
splashing, but
I'll give you the 13 on this, that you can decide what you want to do with that.
I guess Varian will be like wondering where this water comes from, and kind of looking around and seeing if there's a
he closes
connection.
his eye for a second and sees the cavern system, starts mapping it out below ground.
Oh,
And there's a
man.
boat down there.
There's a boat.
Right below you.
Do I see any footprints? Any people?
Yeah, you see no people. You do see footprints, though. Kind of looked like they stopped there.
They stopped there. I'm gonna run back to the cabin and let my comrades know that I might have discovered something here.
Did you get the water?
I was just about to ask.
Hell nah. I don't have time to get the water. I gotta go.
Really looking for that cup of tea.
Tea later, rest for now.
I won't make you drag the icon. Varian will come back, and he kind of tells you that. So did you deduce of what all happened, or are you just relaying back that there's water in a boat, in a hole?
I kind of deduced that there was people there, and it's most likely the people we're looking for, but I'm not 100% sure.
All I hear is him out of breath and say, water, boat, well.
People. Go now.
All right. Calvin and Carter, what are y'all going to do with that?
I am going to beeline it. While yelling at Carter to tie her up or arrest her or whatever he does.
Ma'am, it looks
All
like
right.
I'm not staying for tea. However, this is something that I do need to know before we go. Is your husband with your children?
She looks at you. My husband's been gone for a week. If you couldn't tell, this place was not very cared for. It's because he hasn't been here.
I
We
thought.
honestly haven't seen him.
If you can help me find him, then I will do what I can to make sure your children are not incarcerated for his potential transgressions.
Well, as much as I would love to help you and give you such assistance, I don't know where he is. He honestly left a week ago. You saw his desk, nice and neat. You've seen this place, dirty. He left us nothing. He told us not where he was. And I'm sorry, I can't tell you more than that.
I understand. I assume he knew of this little underground network.
She just looks at you. If they're just now finding the tunnels, I can assure you that they're already gone. This was all put in place, when my eldest was probably, I don't know, around 8 years old, so probably about 10 years ago. We've always had a escape route.
I'm not worried about looking for your children. However, if your husband used this network, then if we could know possible destinations so we could find him, then that is my primary goal.
Well, the only exit is over there by where you pull up the water. I would assume that he received help from the pirates, or so you call them.
And do you have any information on how we could get a hold of these pirates?
I'm not giving you any names, but if you were to look for a ruffian, where would you go?
To Calvin. And I head out the door.
Jumping over to Calvin before you do run out.
Okay.
What are y'all doing over there?
I'm just gonna let Calvin take a look around since expended
Just
My
two guys standing at a hole.
capabilities.
That's a hole.
Oh,
That is a hole.
bro, I will figure out. Like, I'll use the rope to like go down or something. No cares in the world.
Give me an athletics check.
14.
Yeah, you can climb a rope, no problem. Yeah, so you kind of there's like a
Rappel down?
thing there. Yeah, there's one of those old things where you kind of has the crank to bring the bucket up and down. And you kind of are standing in the bucket as it's being cranked down slowly. And yeah, you get to the bottom.
Faster.
It looks like the
Going as fast as I can.
you
Enter
get down to the
Pirates of the
bottom.
Caribbean music.
You get down to the bottom, you kind of notice that the water is traveling the way that the underground network would have been traveling. And it does look like the boat was recently pulled up onto the shore. And yeah, there's a bunch of footprints around the area, but they don't actually go anywhere else. It looks like they stopped right there. They got out of the boat and stopped right there where you are.
So I'm guessing they took something, or or would they have just gone up the
Gone up that ladder?
Well, is it the bucket with the rope?
Yeah, we're calling. I'm acting like that ladder isn't there. They climbed up the rope bucket based off of everything that you've just done and climbed down. It appears that the bucket's like right there, and they kind of went up through that way. And again, you see two sets of larger feet, and then this time it's just one set of normal feet, and then a bunch of little, smaller sized ones. You can't really tell.
We're missing one set of footprints, Varian.
I wonder who that could have been.
Is there anything in this area that I see worthwhile?
No, not really. It's mostly just boxes down there. It kind of looks like that's where they were keeping wood and stuff like that to kind of keep it dry for the little campfire that they had right there. There's not really anything in the boxes, just empty boxes.
Are there any footprints up around where Varian is, since they climbed up the rope bucket?
Is there any, say again?
Any footprints up around the edge of the circle since they climbed out?
Yeah, and you guys kind of got here, and like I said, there's a fresh little layer of snow. You would see it heading off towards the east there, actually towards a wood line now.
This is probably the prime time to chase them then, since it's fresh.
Varian, get me up.
I guess I'll start cranking the bucket back up to get Calvin out of there.
All right. We'll go back to the inside with Carter.
Oh no, I'm out the door. I'm probably heading
Halfway?
towards. I don't know if I've reached.
All right.
Calvin and Varian yet.
Would he have just seen me as I'm stepping out of the bucket?
Yeah, so as you're running up there, he's already done the full investigation. You see Varian there looking very tired as he's cranking this freaking bucket thing as Calvin's doing his best Jack Sparrow being lifted up. After he just slowly put him down, and now he's bringing him back up.
Having fun.
We found the boat.
Real quick, I will say that it's probably been about 20 minutes or so since they did get out. You guys were talking to her, kind of going back and forth through the cave, things like that. So the tracks aren't as fresh as you're assuming that they are, just based off the time frame of we've been playing. So it's probably been about 30 minutes or so since these tracks have been made.
Is it snowing?
It's not snowing. The snow stopped.
It
this
might
morning.
be melting.
Yeah.
True.
I tell Carter that there's one set of footprints missing. There's the boat downstairs. Bunch of stuff.
Yes. I believe they're probably long gone. Calvin, Are you aware of any pirates in the dens you usually hang out with?
I don't really talk to people. Well, maybe I do when I drink. I don't know.
Do you know where we could find some?
Are you wanting to gamble?
Something like that. It's
Calvin
gonna be a
has
hell
a
of a
big.
gamble either way.
Calvin puts out his arm so they can lock arms.
I can't believe I'm doing this. And yeah.
First, Varian, if you can find a guard to pick up the wife, maybe she knows more than we need to. Obviously, orders, we have to follow them.
Of
But
course.
once we're done that, I guess we're off for the shift. So we can go and have some of me time. It's going to be lovely.
Great.
Indeed.
I'm going to start kind of skipping along down the road.
Before you
while
do,
being
before you get over that way, I need everyone to roll a... Actually, not everyone. It would just be Carter. Carter, you can roll an opposed check. That is her stealth check.
Okay.
She's trying to bolt right now, basically. What's your passive?
Oh, my
have
passive
to
is
roll it.
14.
Okay, either way, you'd see her trying to head out the door as you were running. Like, as you're kind of walking back, you see her about to run.
No, I don't.
You don't see her? Perfect. So yeah, she kind of runs off. She notices that you didn't see her, and she gives a little nod towards you as you all are walking back towards the house. Calvin, as far as ruffians and things like that, you know of, and I'm sorry about the water sinks on. You know about 2 taverns in town. There's a more nobly tavern, and there's the one that you like to go to. The one that you like to go to would probably be more of what you're looking for. As far as pirates, you're not really sure any of that exists in there, just because it is the capital of Olympia, and trying to walk around as a pirate's not the easiest thing to do.
There are
I'm
no
definitely-
official pirates.
No,
what's-
none officially, no.
What's the name of my favorite bar?
The Dead Eye Saloon.
Dead Eye Saloon? Fantastic.
Do y'all want to head there first, or what would you guys like to do? You can go back to see Simon if you'd like to, or back to the house, check on that, whatever you guys would like to do.
I think we've had a pretty tough day. We could all use a bit of a break. Lead the way, Calvin.
Indeed.
Drinks. Fantastic. So
Head to the
I usually do my best paperwork while drinking. Simon would know this.
Excellent.
Drinks on Calvin, of course.
No.
Let me set up the next sheet.
If all goes well, drinks will be on me.
Especially for that extra 10 gold? 20 gold? What was it for the wife?
Well, you didn't
That's
take her
good.
in.
I'm certain I have no
Well,
idea what
I-
you're talking
I-
about, Calvin.
Well, I told you to restrain her so we can get the guard, right?
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
no
gonna
one-
tell the
don't
guard.
think I heard that.
So I'm gonna tell the guard to go pick her up.
Of course. Yes.
So on the way, I see a guard. I tell the guard that, hey, someone's over at the house to get picked up. I expect to see my money later.
All right, so the on the way, you guys see the guard. Now someone's blow drying their hair. I apologize again. The guards show up at the house. There's not even a remnants of a rope, because a rope was never used on her.
I will mention to the guard, like, be careful, she's a crafty one.
And they don't see her. You're not aware of this, though.
I am.
However, yeah, so you guys show up to the Dead Eye Saloon. It looks like an old Western saloon kind of on the other side of town, outside the walls. This is kind of where Calvin likes to hang out. Inside's a bunch of wooden tables, deer heads, stuff like that. A very Western-y thinking, or think very Western bar saloon type thing. A bunch of crowds of people inside. Everyone's drinking beer and shots. Very loud, rowdy. And yeah.
Western, okay.
I barged through the swinging doors. I'm back.
As you come walking through the door, a couple of the fellows raise their glass towards you because they know who you are, and you hear, "Oh, Calvin, right? How's the day been, friend?"
I do finger guns to everyone. Little do they know if they ever cross me. That's how I'd actually take them out in turn order.
As you're kind of walking through from across the way at the bar, "Oh, Calvin boy, right, same as usual, I'm guessing."
Absolutely, and I got 2 other people with me. Surprise,
He's kind of cleaning a glass, looking towards the doors. Varian walks in. All right, more of your crew, I'm assuming.
You could say that. One's a little uptight. The other one, he wears armor.
I don't know.
Out of curiosity, does Varian actually have like a full plate helm on at all times as well?
I would hope so. Like we've
Yes,
never actually
yes.
seen his. We've never seen his full face ever. Maybe we've seen.
So we
his
actually have
lips.
no idea what he looks like. Excellent.
We've seen his lips, and probably that's about it. Or he has enough space to shove food underneath.
Yeah, something like that.
Drinks alcohol out of a straw.
Yeah, that works. That works.
He's got like a pink straw, and that's the only straw he uses.
It's a
Got my
crazy
hanky straw on me at all times.
bro. It's a crazy straw too. It just has all
Of
those. Little...
course.
I'm getting
now
the vibes
intimidated.
from,
If he's using, if he feels festive, he puts in one of those little umbrellas.
Monty Python. When the arrow goes only through the eyepiece.
Yeah.
So anyways, standing before you at the bar is a short little dwarven man. Smokes one of them long wooden pipes. Calvin, he's slamming you down like a pint of beer and kind of handing it over to you. Are your friends going to come in and sit down too, or?
I think they need to be waited till they're sat. I think they're from those kind of restaurants.
I will wander over and I don't know when the last time I actually had a drink, so I'll probably order something lighter.
All right, we got cranberry
Plus,
juice.
I need to keep something alcoholic, but something less alcoholic than what Calvin's drinking. I've seen how he comes back to duty.
Right, well, he kind of points to the menu. It just says beer, whiskey. So we've got 2 options for you. We have a light beer and a strong beer, and then whiskey.
And if you really want to go crazy, you put the whiskey inside your beer. And then I do an explosion, like the brain explosion thing.
I just kind of glance at his drink and turn to the barkeeper. Is that his special?
As you're saying this, you look over and you see that there's only like 1 tap, and he said there's light and dark beer, but there's only 1 tap. He's pouring you a dark beer right now. Kind of slides that over to you, and he has 2 shots of whiskey and another beer that he's kind of pushing over towards Calvin. Well, here's the old wagon car bomb.
I drop both the whiskeys inside the beer.
Cups and all.
Cups and all.
Oh, that's usually how Calvin gets his day started here.
Started? Oh, good lord. That explains a lot.
So yeah, kind of looking around, there are there's two sets of stairs, and there's a guy kind of standing at both sets of stairs. You kind of gather that they're kind of the guards slash bouncer-y kind of guys for this place. There is another man sitting at the bar with you. He's just kind of sipping on a whiskey. But yeah, what would y'all like to do in the bar?
I'm drinking. My brain's shut off. I thought we already caught the
Clocked
wife.
out already.
Bro, on my way here, I was already clocked out.
I'm probably going to nurse my beer, being fairly slow with it, but I will at some point nudge Calvin when less people are paying attention and just inquire as to what is past those guards or the bouncers. What are they protecting?
Have I ever been
You're
back
asking-
there?
You've
asking
never been
Calvin.
up this. Yeah, Calvin's never been up the stairs. He does know who the guards are. And yeah,
So
they're
it'd be
just random, like
rumors of what he thinks are up there. And considering he's drunk, it could be anything.
right for as far as upstairs. There is a casino here as well. It is not upstairs though.
Some light gambling.
He would also be aware that there are like private rooms. There's, I mean, typical Western saloon. You know, men come here for reasons.
And probably
see-
the office. There's probably an office of some sort.
Yeah, that would all be upstairs too. But
Mhm.
yeah, private rooms, things like that.
I
It's
say
very
that.
quiet right now. Or
No,
are
it's
there-
actually loud.
Okay.
I didn't put tokens down for everyone, but assume that all these
Yeah.
tables behind you are kind of filled as well. There's a lot of rustle and bustle going on, a lot of talking, a lot of drinking. There's beer maidens walking around the place, trays full the whole time. The guards are kind of like keeping a check on things, just kind of watching. And yeah, you see people coming in and out from the doors on either side.
So
And,
likewise, I'm going to try and clock whichever tables seem to be the more 50 of the group. You know, maybe more hushed, trying to use the noise to cover their conversations.
All right. Yeah, as you're kind of keeping a check on things, this, by the way, his name is Terrell, not Terrell. Terrell kind of looks towards Calvin. So, you kind of here for the same thing you're normally here for?
I am. They aren't, Terry.
Oh, so they're not down with the gambling then, huh?
I
He
don't
looks at
know about
both of you. He
Varian.
comes in here. He comes in here every night with his paycheck, and I swear he loses it every evening.
So that's where all your money has been going.
Most of it. I'm one of their best customers, okay?
I can tell.
The fact that you just called gambling a customer.
Not entirely wrong.
Yeah, with that perception check, there's not anyone really being quiet. This is more out in the open, and it kind of just looks more like people are getting off work and coming in and grabbing a beer.
So not what I'm looking for.
Not in the front, probably not.
Yeah.
Have I ever seen this guy who's sitting at the bar with us?
No. Actually, roll... What, history?
History? Alright.
Need to remember someone?
Yeah, wouldn't that be history?
Makes sense.
Yeah, you have no idea. But
If I-
a lot of people dress like him and look like him around here. Darker clothes, darker hair. I mean, that's just how people look.
I feel like I might know him, but it could have been one of those drunken hazes, so I raise a glass to him. And then I
He
see
kind of
front
looks
of
over at
Varian.
you.
Just lean over on Varian's lap.
He sees that you're kind of putting your glass in front of Varian's face as you're raising it to him, and he just kind of looks over. And he lifts it about an inch off the ground, off the table. He doesn't take a sip though, and just kind of sits it back down.
What you drinking over
And I'm
there?
Same as you, just a beer.
Mine's not just a beer. Try it with the whiskey inside.
He just kind of looks down at his own drink and back at yours. Right, I think I'll just kind of stick with what I am drinking. And picks the beer up and has a little swallow. Goes down easier that way. Sits it back down.
Think of it
Trying to find
as the beer's fun cousin that comes around. Great times.
Did you just call the whiskey the beer's cousin?
Yes.
My gosh. He just looks at you. Oh, right, I don't normally drink my cousins, but however you plan on looking at that. He kind of looks to Terrell. Can I get the check? And is the game starting soon? Terrell looks over. Yeah, right. The game should be starting in probably about 30 minutes or so if you want to head on back. And the man hands over a couple silver pieces and picks up his drink and kind of heads out towards one of the doors.
I would also like to go to the game.
I want to go to the game. As soon as I hear game starts in 30 minutes, you see a sparkle in Calvin's eyes light up. I promise I'm not going to lose my pants this time. Maybe. Possibly.
Oh my god, hold up. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find my thing really quickly. Why is my... There we go. Do the other campaigns talk so much in group notes? I have to remember what the game's called. Did I send you the thing for gambling?
We talked about it, but we never sent each other anything. Maybe?
Anyways. So Terrell kind of gets in there. Well, I know Calvin's going into the game, but he looks towards you, Varian. I didn't actually get your name, by the way. What is it?
Varian.
Oh, that's a nice strong name. No wonder you're wearing the armor like that. Oh, there's the games. Okay. You don't really look like the gambling type. You seem to have your head on your shoulder.
I'm more of a babysitter at this point.
On the other hand, would like to go for a round.
Well, they're back there now playing a game. Basically, it's called Hand of Fate.
I'm already headed off. This is a usual thing for me.
I don't know. If it's starting in like half an hour, I'll probably wait 10 minutes before I want to go back. No need to be seen as too much of a threat. We're going in as a group.
I agree.
All right. So, as you guys are all getting ready, Terrell's going to kind of lay down the rules. It's played similar to Hold'em. Basically, what you do, each player is going to put in 1 gold for the pot. And then a player is going to roll a d12, and then you keep it a secret. So you're going to roll it to GM, so that no one else can see it. And then I will roll a 1d12, and then... So basically, you'll roll a 1d12 and keep it secret, then you'll all get to make a bet. Then a community d12 will be placed down, you will all get to bet again. And then a third d12 will be placed down in the community, and you can all bet again. The point is to have the highest die using the 3 die at the end of the game.
So not the total value, just the highest number.
Although a player rolls d12, keeps it a secret, each player can then choose to fold or forfeit their bet, call the bet, raise the bet if they feel confident. After that, a d12 is rolled that becomes a community die that everyone can see. After the roll, the players can again fold, bet, raise, do all that stuff. Then a third die is rolled. Another D12. This community has 2. This is the part where the players have the final chance to adjust their bets. Yeah, so it's whoever has the highest combined value of his own die and the community die wins.
So
So
the
all of them.
community die, only the first... Actually, none of the community die really make a difference. It's just what you rolled. It'd be different if you're fishing for pairs and things.
I'm actually going to change the way this is worded. The first one will be a community, or will be rolled by each of you. Then there will be a community die, and then you will both have another concealed. So you're basically hiding 2, and there's only 1 shown.
Okay.
Okay. It's just the 1 shown is added to all of our pools, so it doesn't really make much of a difference.
No. But it does give another round of betting.
I see.
Maybe it should be you each get 1 that's hidden, and then the community one's there, and then you only choose between 2 die. So you can use the community die or your own die, depending on which value is higher. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
I like that. Because then the community
as long
die
as it
has
all
a
makes
purpose.
sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, you guys are kind of standing there, and Terrell's giving you all the information on this stuff. And yeah, go ahead.
And to roll easily, there is a dice over on the left-hand side. You can click on GM, and then there's a bunch of different values. So 1d12, you click on that, or 2 or 3, depending on how many d12s you want to roll. There you go. Simple.
Easy.
So I'm gonna finish off my drinks.
Oops.
I'm probably gonna just swig it all back, and then I'm gonna start running off to the back. And I say hi to Jason as I pass. Hey, Jason!
This guy kind of looks over at you. Yeah, so he looks over at you. For the last time, my name's Michael. It's always been Michael. You know that it's Michael. There's never been a Jason here.
Okay, bye, Jason.
And he kind of looks over towards you, Varian. I don't know how you all put up with Calvin.
Kind of just shrug my shoulders, shake my head.
What can I say? I've had history with folks like him.
So yeah, Calvin, as you kind of walk back, the normal table is there. You do see that this guy is now at the table as well.
Is he
the
in
other
my
2
spot?
of you are still. You usually sit at the head of the table, but I don't know which one.
Sure, I'm over here.
All right. And yeah, as you guys are all kind of sitting there.
Can I add one more rule to the betting that I just thought of? If you pair with the community die, you get to add the community die to your total instead of choosing one.
So it would be the total of the 2 you have plus the community die?
I thought we were rolling 1 die to ourselves, and there was the community die. You get to choose one or the other.
No, you're going to roll 1 to yourself, then there's going to be a community, then you're going to roll a 3rd to yourself.
I see.
And then you will take the 2 largest
That are highest, yeah.
to make your combined number.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make sense?
that works. Yeah. I was just missing the second roll.
Fantastic.
I'm just doing something real quick.
Do I recognize any of these 2 new ones? Or multiple people?
They weren't all supposed to be in here.
Oh, geez.
I just set them down there. It's just those 2 for now.
Okay.
And those 2 are outside.
Do I recognize this guy?
Yeah, he's been in here before. His name is Mark. You know him because he kind of he doesn't own it, but I mean technically he's the president of the steel company.
Hello again, Mark.
He kind of looks over at you. Here to give me your money again.
But not my pants.
He kind of looks down. I'm still wearing them from last night, didn't you see?
They look better on me.
He looks at the pants that you're wearing now. I don't know about that. They might look better on you because they were your actual pants, whereas now it looks like you're wearing hand-me-downs.
Be honest, Mark. You don't have the butt for those pants.
Oh, he looks over to the guy at the head of the table. Drinks for my friend, please. And the man just looks over. I don't fucking work here. And with that, Terrell's kind of looking at you at the bar there. Right, so the game's going to be starting soon. I got to go back there and get the orders, but I'll be right back, all right?
Of course.
And Terrell shimmies through the door in his little dwarven self. All right, so only 3 of you today. I think 2 of the others might be playing out front too, but what drinks can I get for you all? And the guy at the end just orders the same beer, and the guy in the front, he, bottle of whiskey for the table. Just put it right in the middle there, Terrell. And for you, Calvin.
My usual.
All right, another horse bomb. All right, and he heads back out.
Double horse bomb.
I'm questioning how Calvin is still standing.
Alcohol is my veins.
He's only had technically 3 drinks at the moment because he's had 2 shots and a beer. I'm gonna make him roll a con at every 5.
I thought he also had a whiskey.
Yeah. No, he dropped 2 whiskeys in the 1 beer and drank it.
Oh, I thought he had a beer and then the whiskey and 2 shots.
No.
I was gonna. That's a little more reasonable.
Is it though?
He kind of runs out. They're going to be starting the game sometime soon. If y'all would like to order a drink, I can bring them back there. Well, food, too. We got bread.
You hear me yell
I think
chicken
I'll
wings?
be fine with this. I will take. I've probably only had like half my beer so far, so I'll just take that with me.
Chicken wings!
He yells through. You got to get those from next door. You know, you can't just. You got to order the Olympia Eats. You got to put in the order to bring it in.
I'll probably just stop on my way to the back. You could probably just cut the bread into the shape of chicken wings, and he would never know.
That's kind of true, actually. But yeah, so you guys are back there.
Head into the back.
Okay. And yeah.
And hot sauce!
I'm gonna sit between these fine gentlemen right here.
I don't have a token for it. I didn't think that someone would have to be the dealer.
Could be one of those old guys.
No, they got names already. I can't just throw random people in. I got something here. Let me see what I've got uploaded already.
Frederick.
Dealer would be at head of the table.
I'll just use the group token. Oh wait, here we go. I have no idea who this is.
Some
Frederick.
sergeant is off duty.
He's very confused. There's light hitting his armor and it's blinding his eyes. So this guy kind of walks in and he's half stumbling, half there. Barely got any recovery from last night's game. And he looks around. Oh, new players. New players.
Wasn't my
right.
It wasn't my fault.
And he takes a seat at the table. Any new players?
A few.
I'm
Right,
only
well-
new when I haven't been drinking.
Have you drank that drink yet, by the way?
Oh, I downed it.
Give me a con save. The game's Hand of Fate. Everyone go ahead, and we're going to start off at 1 gold piece per hand.
All right.
Oh, did you guys get the starting gold for starting at level...
I don't know. I got 10 starting gold, but I think that was from level 1.
Give me a sec here. Everyone roll 5d10.
5d10.
The first bet.
Oh,
Excellent.
Carter. You can re-roll the ones, so you can roll 3 more.
Okay.
I will allow re-rolls of ones. All right, so Calvin, you have an extra 30. Varian, you've got an extra 36, and you have an extra
I got
32
29.
total, Carter.
29, because you subtract the 3 ones, right?
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right, 29, sorry. Jesus.
My
And that
dice
goes
are
for- if anyone
beautiful.
else
I
rolled
don't
a
know what
one.
you're talking about.
So everyone goes ahead and put in a 1 gold piece.
Yep.
Right.
I got to figure out how I'm going to roll this without my people knowing. Shoot. Because I got to roll for 2 people, and then I'd see... Okay, so...
You can roll to GM, like, for yourself.
Exactly, because I would see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to... You know what? Okay, everyone go ahead and roll.
You could
I'm gonna do...
not... So you could not roll until the very end, but that does mean they would have to play blind.
That's fine. It's just
Yeah,
like
alright, go ahead and
how
everyone
blackjack is with a computer. You don't see anything until the last second, and then they have to count upwards.
I'm just going to roll a 1d2 and see if they bet or not, regardless of what their hands are.
Okay.
Okay. That'd be a bluff.
Keep it fair. Exactly. So everyone go ahead and roll a d12 to me. And then I've got 1, 2... I got 2 in. All right, so you're all kind of sitting there, and he looks around the table. All right, and he starts shuffling up the cards, and he's handing them all out. It's 1 gold, everybody to play, and he looks around. What do we got here? 5. Starting from the right side, that will be 1 going clockwise through 5. 2, so that's Varian to bet first if you would like to.
Yes.
You can raise it by 1 gold piece up to 5.
I'll raise 1.
I'll toss it.
All right. He looks to Varian. We've got a raise of 1 gold. He looks to the next guy. I wish I had
We have to choose to match it as soon as he decides to raise.
The guy to the left folds out. Calvin, to you.
Yeah, I'll raise.
You're going to raise it, so it's up to 1 gold. You're going to raise it to what?
No, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're going to
stay
call?
in. Yeah, I'm gonna call.
Okay. To Carter?
I guess I'll match it, so we
All
should have 2 gold in if we wish to stay in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
All
keeping track of it all. It's so far 5 and 9. So the guy on the right also kind of looks around the table. So we've all got good cards, I'm assuming, huh? And he throws down another gold piece. Here's the community die.
Oof.
It's a 7. The guy to the right kind of looks down at his hand and kind of looks at the cards and looks around. It's to you, Varian.
I will raise once again 1 gold piece.
All right. 10 total in the pot. To you, Calvin.
I'm still in. I'll drop another gold.
That's 11. Carter.
It's getting a little rich, but, you know, see what happens.
Alright, so it's up to he rolls and he fails his roll to stay in. He kind of looks at you. It's getting a little rich for me, and he kind of folds out his hand and looks at you all. So what's all what brings gods like you to a gambling game as such? And all of you can roll your next invisible die.
It's a home away from home for me.
He kind of looks over at you and so I think I've seen you around before. And Mark, oh, Calvin's always in here, and he's always willing to bet you pretty much anything off of his back. The betting will go to Varian.
I guess I will call.
All right, that brings it up to 13 total. Calvin?
Yeah, I'm staying in.
14 total to Carter.
I'll toss down 2. Raise it by 2.
Carter raises, so it's up to 16.
Damn.
To Varian.
So how much should we have put in by now? So far I've put in 5. Is that correct?
You should be up to 1, 2.
It would be 4, but you just raised it up by 2, so
Six.
it would be 5 all day.
It's 5 for Carter right now.
Okay.
To Varian, it would be a total of 5 to call everything, and same to Calvin.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Damn. Okay, I guess I'll call.
So
right,
it would
so that
have been
brings it
5
to-
coins altogether.
Hold up. So we're at 15 for you 3, and then it was 1, 2, so that's 17, 18, 19. So I think it's 19 total to win. And his Mark's kind of looking around. So
can we
yeah,
not
what
raise
does
it again?
bring? I think everyone just called out.
Oh,
So it would be to
but I
show.
didn't. But
Well, didn't you raise it to 2?
yeah, I did, but I don't know.
So you raised it to 2, and then Varian called the 1, and Calvin called. So since no one else raised, you can't raise again.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Works.
you're taking the largest 2. There's a 7 in the middle. That brings Varian to
15.
Varian shows first. He's at 15. Calvin, you show second.
Yep.
What did you pull?
12.
12.
23.
And Carter lays down a full 20. Is it 20? It was 12 plus 7.
11. My first one was an 11.
Oh crap! You're absolutely right. It is 23.
Yeah,
The guy looks over. 23 to the man to the right, and kind of slides the 19 gold over to you. And yeah, you guys continue playing for a little while as you've kind of been talking to this fellow here. Yeah, is there anything that you would like to ask these fellows before we do another hand? Oh, and I need a con save, I think, from Calvin. Unless he already rolled it. Oh, he did. Oh, yeah, you're drunk as shit right now.
Normal night for me.
Terrell comes back between hands. Any more drinks for anybody?
Yes.
The guy to the right orders another beer. The guy to the bottom 2 orders another beer. He looks to you, Calvin.
Yes.
You can never drink Calvin under the table, I'll tell you that much. And he runs back out. Comes back with the alcohol, and surprisingly, he does have wings this time, too, for Calvin.
My eyes light up.
If you all want to do another one.
Terrell.
Can I have hot sauce, please?
He runs back out and comes back in with a bottle of chalupa.
I start pouring some of the chalupa inside of my beer.
Oh my
That's what I thought he was going to do with it. Yep.
That is disgusting.
Did not see that coming.
I did.
All right.
I figured he was either going to pour the shot on the wings or the hot sauce in the drink.
Dip the wings in the hot sauce.
Now I'm gonna dip my wings in my beer hot sauce.
There it is.
Mixture.
There it is.
Even Terrell's looking at you like, oh, what the hell?
Have you tried it?
Oh, Terrell would never try half the things you try there, Calvin.
He brings over his beer and puts down a wing. Try it. So you have the whiskey, you have the beer, you have the hot sauce.
Terrell just looks, all right, y'all enjoy your rest of y'all's game, and just walks on out. Try
it.
Not happening, Calvin. Maybe next time.
Do it.
Calvin, sit down.
Do it.
All
Half
right, so the next
tempted to
hand
have
will
a chicken wing, like trying to force it into the man's mouth.
Wait, are you trying to give it to
ask.
Terrell or the guy next to you?
Who was the one that was?
Terrell's the one that just brought everything in.
Oh,
Mark. Mark was teasing you.
yeah. Let's do it.
Mark
to
Steelson.
Yes.
Before you do though, Carter, you wanted to ask who what?
I was just going to turn to whoever is like wondering why we're here. I'll just inquire on. Do you come in through here often then?
That would be. His name is Anthony. He would have given you this information by the second hand. His name's Anthony, and don't
Which
really
one?
come through here very often. This one here.
Okay.
I don't really come through very often, but kind of a hunter of sorts, I guess you could say. Bounties here and there, and when it brings me to Olympia, I come to Olympia. And when in Olympia, there's nowhere better to drink for a man like me than Dead Eye Saloon. He's putting his money on the table.
Yep. I'll toss the gold on the table as well.
If y'all want to do your first hidden roll to me.
Give me a sec.
I think
Mark
Calvin's
gold
gonna
real
sit
quick.
out of this one because he is starting to. Actually, screw it. Calvin's gonna.
He's going straight in.
All right. Give me just a sec here. Trying to pull up a note so I can keep better track of this time. There we go.
Calvin's just mowing down on his chicken wings. How many chicken wings did I get?
6.
Oh,
this
man.
This time it's to the guy to the left to bet first. He will bet, so that's 2 total gold to you, Calvin.
Sure.
All right, so that's
I'm
3
down.
to Carter.
I'll toss in a coin.
And the other guy is going to fold, so that is 4 total on the first round.
I will also fold.
Oh, you're going to get out too?
Yep.
Why didn't I ask you, Varian? I'm so sorry. So 3 total.
No, you're good. You're good.
He looks over to you. Why the questioning? I'm gonna roll the community die.
Oh.
Simple gambling talk.
Ooh.
Interesting.
What's y'all's story? Why gods in the Dead Eye Saloon and not over there at the Noble Inn?
Do we look like the noble sort? I'm just going to like gesture vaguely at Calvin, not really trying to hide it.
He more so looks over towards Varian in full armor.
Wait, that's not normal for gods?
I mean, you don't really wear god uniforms if you're not part of the noble guard.
My face.
Let me see if he bets.
My face is full of chicken right now.
This guy will bet again.
That's right.
To you, Calvin.
Sure, I'll bet.
And to Carter.
I'm actually going to raise it by 1.
All right. So that's 2 to you. Let me see if he does. You know what? He's all in at this point. No, let me double check. I don't want to... He's actually going to fold, so it's between you and Calvin. 1 more to you, Calvin.
Okay.
So that's 3 total for the second round. And you guys can roll your next hidden die.
All right.
So, Rod, what does bring you all over this way then? And it's Anthony talking still.
Chicken.
Trying out something new.
Beer. Whiskey. Hot sauce.
Had a bit of an interesting day. Been a little bit tricky. Figured we could use some time to wind down. You say you're a
It's to
bounty
Calvin,
hunter?
Dad.
Spend much time looking for folks?
Let's finish this hand, and then I will do some RP with you guys real quick.
Yeah.
To Calvin.
14.
You didn't bet.
I did, didn't I?
You didn't say if you
I said
won.
yes. I said yes.
Okay, 1 to Calvin.
Okay. Yeah, I would have just matched it, so.
All right, so it's a total of 8 in the pot, and you said you have 14, Calvin?
Yeah.
17.
And Carter is at 17, 8 plus 9.
Carter's just running our
Damn.
pockets right now.
I may have rolled poorly on the starting gold, but I'm making it back.
Mark looks over at Calvin. If you do run out of money, you can always give me your pants again, you know. He brushes his pants off as you're getting, like, fried chicken dust particles all over him as you keep trying to shove it in his mouth.
I'm just going to nonchalantly take a glance at his pants.
They
The
don't
other
even
fella
fit
does
you
look at
right.
you. Oh, they don't have to
So
fit
how
me right
much-
to feel good when I'm wearing them because I won them from you. They feel better.
At least I have chicken.
You won 8 off of that one total, I do believe.
Okay.
So you asked about the bounty.
Yeah.
All right. I was sent here for. I don't want to say too much. It is a rather hefty bounty I'm
course.
here trying to collect, but let's just say the target hasn't been seen in about a week.
Curious.
Does that match up with
Yep. It does.
our... All right.
What kept y'all busy today? Say that a busy day? I can't imagine. He looks over to Varian again. 1 guardsman and 2, I'm assuming, friends, having much fun together. And he looks to Varian again. I noticed all the other guards are on high alert. How'd you manage to get the night off?
I'm not actually a guard.
Oh, he looks at you. My apologies. I didn't mean to assume. It's just.
It's a
And
disfigurement.
you enjoy wearing this?
I get
It's-
that a lot. It's okay.
It's a disfigurement.
I'm just.
He
trying to
looks at
hide
his
my
own, like.
face.
We
He looks at
assume.
his own, like, leather coat and stuff. You know, you could wear something a little more comfortable. Just wear, like, a mask.
I guess you're right. That's true.
I get it. It's part of the character. I get it. More fierce with all that armor.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think he has
So
brittle
do you
bone
all-
syndrome, so he wears the armor.
Calvin,
He
I believe that's the alcohol talking.
You're the alcohol talking.
Speaking of, give me another con save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're starting to feel better. The chicken's making you feel better.
But I'm
Um.
acting like it isn't.
Then, for deception purposes, you'd have to make a check for it. And I'll give it to you. No, it's not gonna be an advantage. It's a regular roll.
Well, everyone knows I'm absolutely get plastered every single night here.
Yeah, but the guy across the table doesn't. And if you're trying to pretend like you're still drunk, Jesus. Anyways,
I like to believe you just start going completely overboard. Like, rather than underplaying it, you're overplaying how drunk you are.
so what is it you all do then? If you're not a god. And again, sorry for assuming.
I'm just going to take a sip from my beer and glance at Varian to see if he wants to answer.
I'm just gonna look at Carter, and
We're in collections.
He gives you a smile. I too am in collections. Did you all at least, and he kind of looks around, did you all make your bounty?
Not
somewhat.
really.
Funny you should mention that. We may
So
want
having
to have a chat after this game.
All right. I will let you know that if you're going to try to request my services for bounty, I do require 50%. And if you want to tag along for my bounty, I'll only give you 20%. My rates aren't fair.
It sounds pretty fair to me.
And yeah, so you guys keep playing some cards and stuff like that. End of the night, Calvin, are you still drinking or are you done drinking?
Oh, dude, I always drink.
No.
Oh, then I shouldn't have even had you keep making con saves.
Do we each want to roll
Let's-
like a d20 to see how well our individual nights go?
You've only had one. You've had that. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
I just mean
tell
for
you
like
what.
gambling.
Yeah, you can both all. How much do you have left, Calvin? How much gold is everyone at right now?
I'm at 48.
52.
66.
52. 66. All right. So take the higher number, 6, 4, and 5. I think you all had 40, 50, 60, and roll a d10 for each one. And we'll say that that's how much you were able to earn with the money that you had.
4 gold.
No, roll a 4d10 for you.
Oh,
So
5.
3 more.
Oops, that was all to GM. Do you want me to re-roll that?
That's all right.
or...
No, there's no ones. So you started off good. It looks like Calvin had a better night in the end, and Varian too.
Yeah,
You all
not
should
by
be
much.
pretty much around equal right now, actually, now.
Ooh.
So it is the 5d10 and the 1d10, just to clarify.
Yes.
But
6
27
total,
total for people who can't see it. Because I forgot to
27
turn
for
off
you.
the-
28 to Calvin, and 27 to Varian for the night. So you guys had a pretty decent night. Didn't lose out too bad. Calvin started losing, but apparently as he gets drunker, he gets a bit of a better player. And yeah, so the night's
It's-
kind of winding down.
it's the luck of the,
the dealer-
hogs.
The dealer heads out. Everyone deduct 1 gold from you. You don't have to do that. You all tip him some money as he leaves too.
Oh yeah, no,
And,
I'll toss him a gold.
I'll toss him a gold.
Yeah.
Feeling generous.
And then we will say it's Calvin, you also owe a gold for the chicken wings and the alcohol, and Carter and Varian both 1 silver piece for your beer.
Sounds good.
And yeah, with this, Mark's gonna leave.
I'm gonna see those pants again.
You'll be back here tomorrow, I'm certain you will.
Very much so.
Oh, you meant you
As
were
he's
going
leaving.
to own them again. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, when it comes to pants, Calvin never wins, and if he wants to bet these pants, we can win those ones too, Calvin. Want to do a heads up for your pants back?
Absolutely.
All right. How am I gonna do this? Here, let me roll all my dice first. Okay. Here's the community. 5. So I have a 17. So you can roll your 2d10 now. You just
Nope.
won your pants again.
Oh,
As Calvin is now sitting there pantsless, and Mark just kind of is folding up his new set of other pants. All right then, Calvin. Same time tomorrow.
I'll be here.
You're really making my wardrobe look a lot better.
As they should.
So Kelvin, how
They
did
were
you
wearing
lose
by
your
greatness.
first pair of pants?
Kind of more of the same of what happened just now.
All right.
So out of character, Calvin gets drunk enough to lose his pants at least once a night.
At
Sounds
least
about
once.
right, yeah.
At least once. Sometimes I get it back and then I lose it again.
That's impressive.
So yeah, y'all are all kind of sitting there. The game's over. You're all kind of sitting there. He's having a smoke, sipping on his beer again. You're well aware he's a bounty hunter of some sort. You're not really sure what it is his bounty is. You have assumptions, of course. But yeah, he's agreed to have a little chat with you guys and a little talk with you all. I do need to ask for a bio break really quick, if that is okay. I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I could do the same.
Go for
All right,
it.
guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, and we are back. DM, take it away.
All right. Yeah, so just for a quick little recap after the break. Calvin, Carter, and Varian, they've all been playing a round of, I already forgot what the name is called. Basically, is Texas Hold'em. They've been talking to this fellow Anthony, and they kind of found out he's a bounty hunter of some sort, and they kind of have some thoughts that he might be after the same target they just were. They met with a guy named Mark Steelson, who plays with Calvin a lot whenever they are gambling. And I was letting the group kind of know while we were on break. I didn't mention this before, but they are more of the people that walked out are more noble looking than what would normally be here. And based off what Calvin would already know, they come here for the games. They don't really have poker games like this in the inn for the nobles and stuff like that. So this is definitely like an underground little thing that that they come and do over here. But yeah, so we left off. You guys were just about to start talking a little bit with Anthony, and yeah, we can go ahead and start from there.
All right. So, Anthony, how has your bounty been going?
He just kind of he's had a few drinks. Actually, let me roll him a con save real quick. It's been so long since I've rolled an actual character sheet. I'm so sorry that was the GM. Hold on a second. It's a 17. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to roll it again. If it's higher, I'll take the 17. 20. Okay, I rolled a 17, though.
All right.
Still pretty good.
So anyways.
Either way.
Yeah. So yeah, he's feeling pretty decent. He's holding his alcohol. He's had a few though. Because even if I had rolled that at disadvantage, it was a 17 and a nat 20, so it would have still been a 17. So anyways.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you guys. Ah, well, if I'm being 100% honest, it hasn't been going too well. I've been in town here since last week, and normally I'm pretty good at finding my marks. This guy, I don't know. How do you just
Disappear.
He kind of leans in close. Y'all are bounty hunters yourselves, right? Or in the market thereof, earning money from collecting. As he looks to Calvin.
That's obvious.
Yes. We like collecting things.
How do you work at the castle? And just escape the castle?
Not without help.
He kind of
Devil
leans
magic.
back.
Devil
You've
magic.
all heard of the assassination attempt, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
He kind of pulls out the folder a folder in his jacket, kind of like one of them old ones. It's like it's more so a piece of paper that's been folded a lot, and it's kind of got string that's wrapped around it. Wax holds the string to the back of it. It's kind of tied in the front. Go ahead and roll. It's going to be a disadvantage because he's showing it very fast. If you'd like to try and kind of see the seal on the wax, you can roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I will try to.
Perception check at disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah. So an 8, 20. Okay. Damn, when you need them most. It has the seal of give me a sec.
Damn. Good
It's
roll.
a KW. So it's just letters, not an actual seal, but it looks like initials KW.
KW.
And he kind of looks to the letter, and he opens it up and he pulls out a picture, and it matches the photo of the father. Well, basically, I was sent here to help him get out, and he's already gone, it seems, or they've already got him. Or he's just eluding me and trying to avoid my help.
Why
Said
would
you're
he
trying to help
try?
him.
Why would you try? Well, sorry. Why would he elude you if you're trying to help him? That seems very counterproductive, would it not?
Well, to be honest with you, he wasn't really aware that we were helping.
Who is we?
He kind of looks over to you. Well, to be fair, I wasn't working alone. A few of my friends got arrested today, and
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Luck-
take a sip of my beer.
How
Luckily,
many friends do you have?
So, what did this guy do?
Anthony's starting to feel like the screws being pushed here. Let me hold up.
Give him some slack.
I'm just trying to enjoy my chicken. Do you want one?
I don't know why he's got guidance on, but that's a 16. Oh, I had the modifier on.
What would I roll? Investigation?
This is just an insight. He's kind of trying to see. I'm trying to see if he would notice that you guys are like being very questioning about this.
I'm
It was
trying
also
to
an
hold a
insight
conversation.
versus him drinking the beer.
Hmm.
So he's just kind of feeling a little pressured at the moment. Right. Why are you all so interested?
Oh, I'm just wondering because we're just a 3-man group. I'm just curious to see how many people you usually have for your bounties.
Maybe we're doing it wrong. Maybe that's why we suck.
Are you trying to be deceiving with your telling him 3, or are you being honest that it's just 3 of you? Like, I know, but...
Being honest.
Okay.
Does he have the same colors that the 3 we arrested had?
Yeah,
Are
the
they
red.
visible?
The
Okay.
nice silk.
Yeah, give me a second here. I got a full body.
Nice silk. Purple and gold.
I'm gonna have to send it to the chat. If you go to the other... Well, what's a good Discord channel I can put it in here, Therian?
In our we could do it in the DMs. Or do you want to?
Oh, right. The history. Yep, gotcha.
The Royal Guard.
I would put it on the screen, but if I share it, you guys will see his whole character sheet. So this is kind of what the guy looks like, and yeah, he's got. You can't see it in the picture, but from the belt that he's wearing, he's got like a red bandana. It's more ornate than the other people were wearing, kind of fancier, maybe more expensive. But yeah, it's definitely decoration, and it's definitely visible.
All right.
I see.
I've already completely forgot what we were all talking about. Right. So you were asking him about the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was on this contract. Give me a sec to think. I gotta count this out. Including me, 7.
7?
7. That's quite a bit more than we have.
Wait, did you get to choose these people, or did you get stuck with them?
Are you all part of the show?
The show?
With that, he's just gonna kind of look at you. So you're independent bounty hunters.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have no sponsors.
Let's try it. It's hard to make it.
Well, let's just say my sponsors, they had a very big interest in the target. From what I understand, we were able to get his family out, but we haven't really found him yet. If you don't mind asking, I've told you quite a bit. Who's your targets? You can just say whatever you want here. Think about it.
Kind of just gonna look around at my companions here, waiting to see if they're gonna say anything.
Same man.
Anthony's taking a long sip through the silence. I assume Calvin starts chug, chug, chug.
Chug, chug, chug.
I would
Calvin
simply
isn't-
look over at him and say, same man.
Yeah, you definitely see his eyebrow raise, his one eyebrow. How long have you been on the trail of the fella then?
Only the past couple days, though it sounds like we've succeeded in about the same amount. I heard a rumor that he had a run-in with some pirates. Whether or not he had their help willingly, or if he was captured, I do not know.
Like actual pirates?
That's what I heard.
That would make a bit more sense, possibly. Because if
My
we
best
haven't
guess,
seen him,
2 weeks ago.
right? If the rebellion hasn't seen him, y'all haven't seen him, the pirates would be the only other people then. Or he left on his own volition.
It seems unlikely. He doesn't seem like the kind of man who could get far without help.
Well, he's a very rich man, you do understand, right?
Not all rich men are smart.
Money won't get you far if you don't have contacts. All it'll do is get a knife in the back.
He worked directly for the king. Any piece of firearm you see walking around other than stuff that's homemade, he made himself. Trust me, he's got the contacts.
Which means he didn't get out alone. Someone knows something, and they're not willing to just talk.
It's just interesting that the king and the queen are still looking for him. The rebellion's still looking for him. And no one knows where he is.
Indeed. Have you dealt with pirates before? I'm afraid I'm a little out of my depth when it comes to them.
He kind of looks at you. Well, unfortunately, pirates are a little bit of everyday life. And being labeled as such, yes, we go through our fair share. Dealings. We keep them away from our home.
So the question is, if I wanted to find a pirate and to get them to help me disappear, where would I go?
He kind of takes a drink. Well, I guess that's the question we both have to answer.
I would
He
assume
kind of
a
looks
place
at you.
like this, but
Well, dealing with actual pirates is a little... It's not easy.
I assumed
They
as
kind of...
such.
They kind of work for themselves. How far have you all traveled? Have you been to the southern continent?
I haven't.
Once or twice.
I hear it's nice in the
Calvin?
summer.
Well, and he kind of looks at you both. Actually, he's going to pull out a map. And if you want to zoom out, Drake, kind of
Yep.
show the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be doing some pings.
The day
Is my
the
music playing?
music died.
Nope.
I got it. There we go. For some reason, the volume was on 0. All right, so you guys are here. And he kind of explains about the southern continent. I didn't go through your backstory all the way yet there, Varian. You've just been back and forth to the main capital, though, right? As far as the war, right?
Something like that,
Like-
yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, you would know about Winterheim. The Frozen Gate is where most of the war took place. Basically, it's this big Arctic tundra between Winterheim and the ocean. So the only ways to actually like have fought was to either go through the Frozen Gate or to go through the that little canal area. Both ways are hard. So most of the war was fought kind of coming through the east or the west. But anyways, he kind of pulls out this map here that none of you have really seen before. You've all kind of only seen the north and the south, and he kind of shows you these outer continents on the east and the west and how they haven't really been explored that much. And basically that if he was to guess, he would think that it might be in one of those two east or west continents. But yeah, it's kind of the world map there for everyone. I'll drag us back to the bar.
That narrows it down to half of the known world.
Well, from what I understand, those outer colonies or continents aren't as large. And he's kind of looking at the map. This is kind of a distorted view, if that makes sense. If I had a globe, I'm sure that would be a little bit smaller. Unfortunately, the only real context I have is in Dunhollow. And that's just with the rebellion that's been labeled the Pirates. Not the actual pirates. What were your orders exactly, if you don't mind me asking, once you got the family?
I look over at Carter.
Our initial job was to locate them and bring them in.
As you're talking, he's hand rolling. It doesn't look or smell like tobacco. We'll leave it at that. He's kind of rolling it up and lighting it with the lighter first before putting it in his mouth. He kind of puts it up to his mouth, takes a big drag once it's lit. Your initial orders were, what'd you say? Offers it to Calvin. Just Calvin looks like the only one that might.
I actually take it.
And he just looks back to Carter again. If it helps you, would you like to hear what my orders were first?
Cool.
He will actually slide the letter over to you. I don't have this written out, so I'm going to just RP this as I say it, and I will make a note of it and make a handout for you guys later. Basically, it's...
And this is the envelope, right?
Correct. Now you can definitely see it is a KA in the wax, or sorry, KW. As you open it, it is also signed KW, so nothing there. It does say Anthony at the top. Let me see if it says a last name. No, it does not. So it just says Anthony. And basically, the orders are to get the family and to pull them out safely. They believe that the father is under an assassination order, that he did not actually have anything to do with what's going on, and yeah, that he needs to be gotten out right away, and that the family needs to be taken to safety as well. There's also something more on there about the Robertson father being kind of a not only does he work there at the castle, he owns farmlands all over the northern continent. There he has basically not sharecroppers, but he has like farm managers that work there, which are kind of like the nobles of their towns. They're pretty wealthy people in their towns as well. You'll see that there's also orders for them to visit. Give me a second here, I'll bring it up on the map. Want to zoom out again? Sorry, Drake.
Oh, good.
I don't have the name for it, I'm sorry, but over here, I do have the name, I just don't have it.
Posted.
On this camera. Huh? Over here, sorry.
Yeah. Either way, we probably wouldn't know what it's called.
Well, I'll give you the name in a second. I just have to load up the other game to get it for you. But so there's a name of another town over here where the father actually owns farmland, and they're looking to try to evacuate them as well. So that's kind of like
the farm owners.
Just the one over to the west. Just this specific one. There's an evacuation order for him. And for a, yeah, you would know it was a girl's name. A girl named Cassia.
Interesting.
And that's the landowner.
The landowner's name, jeez, give me a sec here. I gotta open up the other campaign, guys. But yeah, so it has that. As I'm explaining more, I'll get you the names of these two things real quick. So the evacuation order there. Evacuation order there. Yeah, and that they're to bring them back to Dunhollow whenever they are finished. It doesn't say where in Dunhollow, it just says Dunhollow. And I'm loading up the other campaign.
Yep.
All right. I wish you could do 2 Roll20s in one browser.
You can't?
Yeah.
You can't log into 2 games at the same time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm opening one on Safari and one on Firefox. Or I'm trying to. There it goes. I'll bring you guys back to the bar.
Music's muted.
Okay.
Yeah, the music stopped.
The day the music died.
Which one was it? This one? Oh, it's because I got 2. Give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm sorry. The other place is called. Where is it? Is it Ryberry? No. Wintorm. Wintorm.
And the landowner's name is the only other thing I'm missing.
And it just closed on me. Give me a sec.
All good. I'm not sure how many of these notes I actually need, but Carter's a bit paranoid.
Oh yeah.
No, you're good. It's Wintorm trees and I don't know if I gave this guy a name over here. Let me check the backstory real quick. 1 sec. Sorry, but there's, just so people know and I can discuss this, there's 2 people or 2 sets of people going through this campaign right now. So keeping everything together, I have to actually double check backstories and make sure I'm telling stuff the right way. Because what I'm giving you right now is an NP or is a PC. Hayward. His name is Hayward. Hawyard.
Hoyard?
Hayward, it looks like it's Sampson, Sampson. I'm only
Alright.
giving you the last name on that because that is a noble name, and you would know the last name of that. And let me get some music going again. Should be playing now, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Dope. All right. Let me refresh my browser just to make sure everything's going.
And the final clarification, the goal or the orders are to evacuate these people and protect them from a potential assassination against them.
Correct. Basically, what it says here is the father contacted them that he's basically under order of being hung, like unlawfully, just having it done. And he thinks that either that's going to happen or someone's going to try to assassinate him and his family. So there's been an order based off of what he told them that he is going to, that they're coming to extract him, is basically the long version of the letter. Or the
And
the
have
short
we heard
version.
anything like rumors of that was the plan? Like as soon as we detained him, he was going to be hung.
No.
Okay.
There was in the actual arrest order, it says they're to be brought in for trial. The family is needed for questioning just for him specifically.
Interesting.
Because they're not 100%. Basically, what you got is he's wanted for questioning because he's the maker of the gun, and since this was a gun that it's not in their arsenal, it's newer looking. That's the reason why they need him for questioning and have suspicion that he's the one that took the shot. Because even if he didn't take the shot, he should know who got the gun because it was made by him.
Right.
Yep.
Your music is gone at the moment.
Yeah. It dropped
Again?
off.
You're not logged into our game. There you go.
I am too.
There it
Technology.
See?
All right. Fantastic.
So yeah, he would kind of let you read through that, and yeah.
is.
Awfully forthcoming of you. I appreciate it. I can guarantee you that our orders were not to harm him or his family.
Well, as long as it wasn't a harm.
You have to understand that obviously I'm here for extraction. There's obviously someone here for putting him down. Just had to make sure you were on the right side.
How do you know someone was trying to kill him? Is it just his own word?
I mean, I know the man. See him quite a few times. And the person whom this came from knows him pretty well too.
Did he ever mention who he thinks would be after his life?
Well, I mean, just as much as anyone else in the rebellion would think. The king and queen.
The king.
Alright. And what about your mission in Windholm?
Right. Well, and he kind of looks down at he's got a pocket watch he kind of pulls out. The other group should be getting there probably around now. It's probably about 11 o'clock at night by this point. You guys got here at around 6ish when the sun was going down, so it's been about 5 hours or so. The other group that they should be getting there by now. They're to pick up, and we have a boat docked at the south of the continent. It's just an extraction. Take them back.
I'd be curious to know if they've had any further contact with him.
If who's had contact with who? Sorry.
The father, Theodore, has had any further contact besides the initial statement of, I'm going to be hung.
So looking at the actual letter, you do see that the date is post-dated about a week. So he's not lying in how long he's actually been it's probably been 2 weeks now, actually. Because it's about a week's worth of travel from the boat.
Yeah.
So it's posted about 2 weeks, so that would say that he has been here for about a week looking. So that would also mean he was there for about a week when the father would have sent out whatever it was, and then it seems like after that week is when he left. So yeah, he kind of tells you, I mean, I have no reason to not believe the man, and what was your question again? Just because I went on a tangent there. Just so I'm answering right.
It's if the family who's currently being evacuated has any further contact with the father.
With the father.
Yes.
Got you. So we've been here for about a week now. We haven't really as you can see, the kingdom's kind of been on alert, and we weren't planning on moving the family today, but the gods were moving in, and from what I understand, they had to move today. We've had people here for a week, and as far as we know, and he kind of leans in, I haven't had a chance to speak to the family myself yet. As far as we know, they haven't been in contact with him either.
It's safe
We went
to say
by-
that that's the truth.
I don't know why the family would lie. Then again, to be fair, they've never met us before. So they could have been lying.
I do not believe that that is the case.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would assume that the family says he's been gone for a week. I am only to assume that that's the truth. We've been here for a week. We've searched for a week. That we haven't found him for a week.
I suspect it's
His,
been closer to 2.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. He sent it about... Well, we got the orders as soon as it was received, so... If we do all of that together, 3 weeks in total, is how much time. He's been here a week. Probably took a week to get there, and then a week for them to travel as well. So 3 in total. And then, like I said, the assassination attempt was about a month ago. So within that whole time frame.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And the end of the war was 2 months ago. Right? I'm just making sure I'm getting all my chronological stuff here correct.
Sounds about right.
My
Yeah, I
clerical
believe that's
stuff.
right.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he'll let you know that he's kind of been keeping an eye on the research place at the house. There hasn't been any movement in dust. There's been no shifting. He's kept an eye on the underground tavern where the boat was, and he'll even let you know that there was a boat to the left. If you had got into the water and swam down around a corner, there was a boat there ready to be pulled to the staging area, in which led out. Yeah,
Out of the well.
yeah, either out the well or it actually went out to the river as well. But yeah, anyway. Well, they already RP'd it, so I guess I can say some of this stuff. Basically, they wanted to confuse, make you guys believe they took the river all the way out, but they were doing a double back. Was the plan.
Yeah, we just happened to go get some water for our tea.
Pretty much. That's why I was like, well, crap.
Tea is always the solution.
Coming in clutch.
But yeah. So yeah, he would let you guys know this, and basically that. Right. So we've been here for a week now, and our employer's kind of anxious for our return. I trust you guys are. And he kind of looks around. Calvin's probably half asleep in his chair now.
I actually have my legs up on the poker table, so you see my bare legs while I'm smoking.
Oh, right. You did take it from him.
Yep.
And he looks over and he's like, I assume that you all are good hunters in your own rights, and
I've had
if
some
he's eluded you, and he's eluded us, and like I said, there were 7 of us, I'm under suspicion he's not even here anymore.
No, I think that's fairly safe to say.
Seems reasonable.
Like I said, I heard rumors that he'd gotten involved with a group of actual pirates.
He kind of looks at you. I don't know what your take on politics is, but if you're ever on the fence and you're seeking enlightenment, he kind of slides you over a card. Look for me in Dunhollow. Any inn or tavern in any city will know the name, and they can reach out to me and I will meet you where I need to.
I will definitely slip that into my pocket.
And he looks to Calvin. He's rolling up another hand-rolled non-tobacco item. He lights it up and just kind of looks at you. The night is getting old. And he tosses a couple gold down for my beer whenever Terrell gets back. I will be heading over towards Windtorm. Make sure my crew got out, and I'll probably be heading towards Dunhollow after that. I wish you luck on finding your target. Just because it is
Likewise.
also my target.
I hope
Perhaps,
we get to him before he gets hit by whoever he was worried was after him.
Right, and if it's not the Royals after him, and it's not us after him, we can only hope that it isn't pirates actually after him.
Would be
So if
good.
it isn't, there's someone that we don't want having his weapons. It's not the rebellion. As much as I'd rather the Royals not have them, I'd much rather the pirates not actually have them. And he stands up, taking a long drag. It's not that I'm not enjoying everyone's company here, but I do have other things to take care of, you know?
Likewise.
Right. And
I will offer him a handshake as he steps out.
he holds out his hand and lifts up his sleeve just so you can tell there's no gun or anything underneath it as he reaches out and shakes your hand.
I figured he wouldn't shoot me while 2 armed combatants, one in full suit of armor behind me.
He just gives you a light smile and looks over towards Calvin. If it's your first time, make sure you're careful tonight. But I know you'll sleep well, at least. And he walks on out the door, and he looks back at Varian. Don't ever be afraid to show your face,
It's gonna give him a little
even
wave.
if it is disfigured. And he just walks on out.
Well, we've gathered some information. I don't know if it's particularly useful. However, we have a few leads to look into.
So are we gonna arrest him or not?
Probably not right
No
now.
point in antagonizing him. What do you make of the situation, Varian?
I'm not quite sure anymore. Got a lot of new information.
Indeed, we'll have to run through it. I should best get to work on a report for the day.
Indeed.
All right. So y'all are. It's kind of starting to get late. You hear a lot of the people kind of outside moving towards the front door. A few feet here and there, kind of walking upstairs. You hear giggling, lady giggling and stuff like that. And yeah, kind of the hustle and bustle's kind of shutting down. You hear Terrell out there. Last call, as he's asking for the last call and drinks and stuff, and everything's kind of being wiped down.
I'll probably head out for the evening, make my way back to my quarters to write up my report.
All right. Calvin and Varian, do y'all want to speak to anybody else before you leave, or are y'all good heading back too?
I'm just gonna head out as well.
I think I'll head out as well, but I don't know. I feel a little conflicted about this whole ordeal. We literally had someone that we should be bringing in right away.
It's funny, when we're off duty, Calvin is the one who's got an interesting system. When we're on duty, it's Carter.
But you did let one person go.
I've let two people go now.
Yeah.
And if you count the boat as well, I let all of them escape too.
Oh, Calvin is definitely going to write that in the report too.
If he remembers. I don't know how drunk he is.
Oh, he remembers even better when he's drunk.
Uh-oh.
You guys can all kind of drop your tokens here. This is the night camp. I gotta find Simon. I don't have all the other guards around, but they are all around. I will say this too. It's not bad having him leaving, because at least you have something to follow.
Yeah, if we had antagonized him, then his letter would have meant absolutely nothing. Currently, we can get off to Dunhollow and potentially get more information.
Yeah.
Like, letting him leave wasn't entirely just because he helped us. It's also because it helps us in the future.
Very true.
So, yeah. As you guys are kind of getting back, Simon sees you all. Or Simon, not Simon. I don't know why I keep calling him Simon. Well, because you made another character called Simon. Anyway. Simon kind of walks over. Right, so kind of heard they got away.
Indeed.
How did the mother get away from you, Carter? Did I not say restrainer?
I certainly did. But you heard the man in the tavern? They were working with a number of individuals. Someone most likely came back around before a guard could stop them.
Interesting.
Do you want me to roll deception? It's your call.
Please.
All right.
You can do deception first insight, yeah. Yeah. While he's walking up, you guys, he'll kind of let you guys know that he heard that the family got away, but you did capture the three guys. And right, so we got some word that they didn't get away just because of you. They did have help. Apparently, there was 7 of them in the town.
Indeed, that was the conclusion we came to.
It would have been nice to at least have a lead on that. We got 3 of them, but they're not talking, other than they had help. And
We've
that there
got
was
a little
7 of
bit
them.
of information. Maybe a lead.
He's kind of interested. Look, at this point, honestly, any lead's better than nothing.
I concur.
Calvin has no clue. So, what did you all learn? And he pays you guys. I know you guys have already had it, but he gives you guys the 5 gold each.
Assume we get that
for
now
the-
instead of before.
Yeah, but I wanted you guys to be able to gamble, so it's fine.
Yeah.
He goes ahead and gives you guys the payment for the 3 heads that you did to get brought in. Did they give you all any information at all?
Not particularly.
Two of them were
Not such.
fighting with each other, to be honest. And they were scared of the other one with the wings.
The brothers are far more likely to talk than the woman. But I'm sure you've put your best men on it, so I doubt we're going to get much more out of them. It'd be best
Yes,
to
the
chase
brother-
what leads we have.
The brothers seem to be a little bit more wanting to play pranks and joke with each other. Right. And as you guys are sitting there, whoops. This lady begins to walk up. You see Simon jumps up to attention, and he's kind of just standing there as she walks up, gives a light bow. Oh, right, ma'am. And she comes up. Evening, Simon. And she looks over. God, I guess. Do you have a name for your group?
I
Let me know if
post-
the music cuts out because I can't hear it, by the way.
It has
It's
cut
not
out.
on.
It's cut out, yeah.
I post up against a wall to brace myself after drinking and smoking. And I'm kind of smiling, wanting to giggle, and then I look over to Varian Carter.
So they had a good evening, it seems. Right,
Quite
I
useful.
will keep this brief. So this is her name is Bellatrix.
Bellatrix.
feeling
Do you
about
know her
this one.
last name? We'll go with Moore. You know her last name, Bellatrix Moore. She is the captain of the Royal Guard. So you guys are kind of the little hired guys. This is technically your boss, I guess, your contractor. She hands you the news, I guess. Yeah, she is the head of the entire army
I am
for the King and
really
Queen.
glad we just spent the last 5 hours in a tavern. That is just excellent. Bye. Sorry.
Can we make note that Calvin's still not wearing pants?
Oh no!
She's in front of
Trust
our
me,
handler
she's
with no
noticed.
pants on.
I don't think you can outroll her in deception.
Yeah, we're
Calvin
not
gives
with
a
that.
slight little wink at the same time.
Let me see. She has advantage on insight. Yeah, it's not happening. Anyway. She kind of looks over at you. So, we've been doing a lot of questioning on the ones you brought in today. Basically, we've got that there's 7 of them. And we've also got that they got the family out of town. And she looks around, noticing that you all are half drunk, half baked, half dressed, for some of you.
To be fair, I think only one of us is any of those things. But you're right, he counts for half the group for how bad it is.
And she just kind of looks over at Varian. Can't get a read on him at all. And, we heard that they're moving towards Windholm. Is the next place that they're going. And, when you put the pressure on a lady, when you are a lady, you get more information out, it seems, than from the men. And she kind of looks around. I guess the next mission I have for your group, as she looks to Saman, as your group is the one that brought them in, and you can tell that she's referring to you as a group very lightly. We hear that there possibly could be moving them by boat. So, she kind of looks towards all of you. I need you all to head south and stop them from getting on the boat. Bring them back.
Consider it done.
But
I don't normally say this. Any means necessary for the gods. Children alive, please. But they've already proven that they're fighters, and they're going to fight. Do what needs to be done to get them away from these people.
Any means necessary.
by
Yes,
means
ma'am.
necessary, I need something for necessary.
Don't just kill them because they're standing there with their hands on their heads. If they're willing to give themselves up, then you take them quietly. If they're not, do what needs to be done.
I was more speaking of I need pants.
She just kind of looks at you, back to Simon. If the boat gets out, there will be no payment. If they can stop the boat. She throws a sack of gold over to him. The contents is for them. And, she has a bunch of guards with her as well, and she looks over to you all. You should definitely look for a pair of pants.
That's the first order of business.
She looks towards Varian. I'm glad someone takes, care of their attire.
I do.
She's-
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me...
I brushed my pristinely
picture.
kept mustache once.
That's what she looks like.
Okay.
I think
Indeed.
that's some...
Eye patch included?
Eye patch included. She looks to Varian. There might actually be an opening in the actual Royal Guard if you're ever looking for an opportunity to advance. And she kind of looks at Saman and just walks off.
I'm just gonna mutter to Varian, don't leave me with him.
I'll see you later.
Pat him on the shoulder. I won't.
You will definitely not see me later.
Want to bet?
Don't take it!
You gotta cover this dude's mouth up.
Elvin,
Yeah,
enough.
She kind of heads on out. The guards do follow with her. Saman's kind of sitting there. Right. Well, with you there, Varian, getting offered a job that I should have probably been offered as I'm the head of this crew here, I think I'll take myself to bed for the evening. Feels good being put in my place just because you wear armor and I have a facial tattoo.
Discrimination.
He heads on over to his bed.
Ready to cry.
Actually, before he does go, did you guys have any questions for him? Or anything you'd like to discuss with him about? I will say this, Saman is a neutral character. He would be one of these companion type characters I was talking to you guys about earlier. He openly doesn't have any views on anything other than what your group views will be carrying on.
So if there's anything you need to ask him neutrally, I would
Can
be
we
the
have-
one to ask those questions.
Can we have insight? What kind of character is Seaman? Like, is he a hunter or barbarian? Or
Yeah, he's a fighter.
he's a fighter. All right.
I'm going to assume those people we captured are still in jail because they were very confident in their ability to get out within a couple hours. Since we're talking how they were part of the same group we were.
Yeah, they're still in jail. As
So
far
is
as
it
you know, she just came straight from there.
Is it 7 including those 3?
Yes.
Or
Including those 3.
there are 7 more?
No, there's
Which one's clarified?
Both, I don't know if you guys got the girl's name that you guys captured or not. Both
I don't think
her
so.
and I already forgot the dude's name.
Doesn't matter, the brothers.
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony. Both Anthony and the girl have told you that there was 7 in total.
Okay.
In total. Okay.
So that means we've met 4 out of the 7.
correct.
Correct.
I'm assuming Anthony was the one that was there that we missed, then,
Yes.
is what I got from that.
From
From when we were fighting the other 3, you said there was one over the wall that ran away that we didn't see.
I
So-
will say this.
Could have been Anthony.
Sounds
I will
like
say
it.
this. Anthony told you guys that he was informed that the family got away.
That is true, actually.
So
So
he's
that you
involved.
can-
He's one of the 7.
He said he
So-
hadn't talked to the family either, so he couldn't have been the person that followed him.
True.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like he ever dealt with the family directly.
So, do you want Seaman? Do we feel good about him, or
He'll be traveling with you guys regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just kind of. I'm trying to think. Like he's like a non-partial character for you guys. He's got history of the city and things like that.
I don't think
yeah.
Carter's going to associate directly with him. Like, if the others want him to join them on specific missions, then they're welcome to grab him. But
Yeah.
Carter's still trying to figure out what he's doing for this next mission, considering what he's done so far.
Yeah, you guys are free to talk about that if you'd like. Do you want to talk with Sam in there too, real
Hmm.
quick? I mean, we can do a little 15 minutes or so RP if you guys would like before we end stream. If you'd like to kind of discuss your feelings of the day with each other. If not, totally cool.
I will
I don't know.
probably mention to Varian at some point that I don't like the idea of detaining a mother and her children. Especially now that we know it could be under false pretenses.
And he's going
But-
to agree wholeheartedly.
but if we have orders to do it,
Yeah,
aren't
I
we?
probably should have clarified. I think I know Calvin's view on it, so I would have mentioned it to Varian privately.
But thing is, if we are given orders to do it, then we're not following it. We're also
they
at-
don't.
Logically, yeah.
then we will get into the stocks, and we will
They
be
don't need to know.
arrested for it.
They don't need to know.
Simon would be, if Simon was there, he would say, well, no, because you're talking to him privately. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carter's moral code comes before the legal code.
Yeah. Varian's kind of the same way. He doesn't like forcing that kind of stuff upon innocent people under false pretenses.
But we don't know if
But
it's
we-
false pretenses.
We get to the bottom of it first, and then we make arrests.
Yeah, we don't know yet, so we're waiting to make a move.
Well, I vote we go after them anyway. Continue with our orders. And
Not
we'll
much else
see where it leads us, precisely. I'll give him a tap on the arm before heading inside. Maybe break a finger. head in to write up my report of the day.
Trying to think if there's anything else I needed to let you guys know. I don't think so. I will go around one last time. If there's anything you guys wanted to ask or do anything, it is late at night, so there wouldn't really be any shops or anything open. But
It would just be taking the time to use whatever study and light source I have, my little light bulb, to write up the report for the day.
All right. And you can all go ahead and take your long rest. That brings your HP to full spell. I don't think any of you have spell slots. Well, Calvin might. Carter does too, right? Go ahead and restore your spell slots. And yeah, I think. Well, what just happened?
What did just happen?
I don't know. My token just got huge for some reason. I don't know how I did it though. Did it do that for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I do that?
And your voice cut out for a second when that happened too.
Oh, that doesn't help.
What's up?
I'm trying to figure out how I just made the token big for everyone.
I know you can go into like your editor tools and like grab the corner and drag it to whatever size you want.
No, it was more like a
Temporary resize.
yeah, it just like enlarged the. How did I do that? Anyway, sorry guys. So yeah, we'll kind of end it here. The group just finished up. They got some questioning done. They had a little bit of gambling. They just got back to the main outpost for their crew. Met Bellatrix, got another mission, and it sounds like you guys will be doing the mission tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
All right then. It was great having everyone that watched, and we look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode of Seas of Hysteria, Royal Guard.
All right, everyone.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll see you all later.